What if Lalo Salamanca had never survived that assassination attempt? The charming, deadly cartel heir who could smile one moment and kill the next gone. The Albuquerque criminal world would have been thrown into chaos. Gus Fring's plans, Nacho's survival, even Walter White's rise as Heisenberg could have been completely different. Today, we dive into a timeline where one bullet changes everything. Lalo Salamanca, the face of calculated danger. A man whose intelligence and ruthlessness kept even the most powerful cartel players on edge. When the assassination attempt occurred in Season 5 of Better Call Saul, the plan to remove him from the game was put on hold because he survived. But what if he hadn't? The stakes were enormous. Gus Fring's meticulously planned empire could have been launched sooner without Lalo breathing down his neck. Nacho, forced to navigate the treacherous Salamanca world, might have made completely different choices, or found himself in an even deadlier trap. Even Jimmy McGill, our future Saul Goodman, could have ended up in situations that would challenge him in ways we never saw. Every move in the underworld would be altered. Let's imagine the immediate fallout. Lalo is gone. The Salamanca family is shaken. Hector is still weak and unstable, and the cartel's control over the region becomes fragile. Nacho, suddenly less constrained, but also more exposed, because without Lalo's charisma and unpredictability, power vacuums form and rivals move in. Gus Fring now has freedom to act. Without Lalo interfering, he could accelerate his meth distribution plans and tighten his grip on the cartel. Other crime families would sense weakness, escalating tensions in Albuquerque and beyond. Even small decisions, like who survives or who aligns with whom, could trigger unforeseen consequences. This is the butterfly effect in action. And let's not forget Mike Ehrmantraut. His strategies, his moral calculations, every calculated move he made to protect himself and the people he cared about. These would shift dramatically without Lalo manipulating every step. Now, let's think long-term. Without Lalo's interference, Walter White enters a different world. Would he still meet Gus under the same circumstances? Would he still rise as Heisenberg? Or would the criminal landscape look completely different, forcing him into decisions he never imagined? His alliances, his enemies, his moral choices, all altered by a single missing player. Jimmy McGill, too. Without the constant threat of Lalo, he might dive deeper into cartel dealings faster, facing consequences earlier. Perhaps his transformation into Saul Goodman happens sooner or differently. Kim, her fate could shift dramatically as well. Would she still pursue justice or be pulled into darker circumstances faster? Even smaller players feel the ripple. The cartel's foot soldiers, local law enforcement, and side characters like Huel or the Cousins. Their paths all shift in ways the original timeline never allowed. Now, let's break down how every major player in this world would feel the ripple of Lalo's death. With Lalo out of the picture, Gus becomes exponentially more confident. His meticulous plans accelerate. He could expand the meth empire faster and strike rivals with less hesitation. But even Gus's careful calculations might face new, unexpected consequences from other ambitious players trying to seize power. Walter White's path wouldn't change directly. He never met Lalo, and Lalo never knew him. But the Albuquerque criminal world shifts around him. With Lalo gone, Gus might move faster, the meth trade expands sooner, and rival threats emerge differently. Walter would still become Heisenberg, but the timing, pressures, and challenges along the way could be very different. Jimmy's moral trajectory changes. With Lalo gone, the threats he faces are different, potentially pulling him deeper into cartel dealings sooner. His wit and survival instincts will be tested in ways the original timeline never required, possibly changing the exact moment he becomes Saul Goodman. Kim's fate becomes even more uncertain. Without Lalo's manipulation of events, she might either avoid danger or get dragged into darker schemes earlier, especially as Jimmy navigates the shifting criminal landscape. Howard Hamlin might seem far removed from cartel affairs, but Albuquerque's criminal shifts ripple into the law firm world. With Jimmy pulled deeper into criminal dealings sooner, Howard faces unexpected challenges managing HHM and its reputation. The absence of Lalo could accelerate conflicts with Jimmy, create legal chaos, and put Howard under pressure he never anticipated. Nacho gains temporary freedom from Lalo's constant pressure, but freedom in the cartel is dangerous. Power vacuums could force him into new alliances or betrayals, and he might be targeted by rival factions sooner than in the original timeline. Hector remains a fragile figure, but with Lalo gone, the cousin's missions and loyalties might be redirected. The Salamanca family dynamics fracture, leading to instability in the cartel's leadership. Mike's strategies would need to adapt. With Lalo gone, his protective maneuvers for Gus, Walter, and Nacho would change, forcing him to rethink risk management and potentially face threats he never expected. Even minor players like Huel, Francesca, or local law enforcement experience shifts. Their paths diverge subtly, but cumulatively, these changes alter the entire criminal ecosystem of Albuquerque. Every choice, every action, every survival instinct is altered by the absence of Lalo Salamanca. One life lost can ripple into a completely new world. So, the question remains, if Lalo Salamanca had died that day, how would the Breaking Bad universe look? The consequences ripple through every character, every decision, every life. One bullet, one life lost, and an entire world changes. That is the power of a what-if. Which alternate timeline should we explore next? Drop your ideas in the comments, and subscribe to Slip in Timelines for more mind-bending what-ifs. Because in this universe, the smallest choice can change everything.